In this session, we are going to discuss how to convert a frequency distribution table or the table given in any format into bar graph or histogram. So first let us see one example in which they are asking us to convert the given tabular form into a bar graph. So here if you observe, they gave some information about different political parties, which won different seats in the recent elections. So here if you see political party A, B, C, D, E, F, they won the number of seats 75, 55, 37, 29, 10, 37. So here if you see, they are asking us to convert this into bar graph as well as they are asking us to interpret the data, and we have to find finally which political party won maximum number of seats. So to convert that given data into bar graph, firstly we have to take x-axis and y-axis on the graph sheet. Here I am taking x-axis and y-axis in this sheet itself, but hope you will do that on the graph sheet. So we know that in a bar graph, we will maintain equal width for each and every bar. So width of the bar to be maintained same for all the bars. It doesn't matter how much we are maintaining, but it should be equal. So firstly, I'm taking political party A bar graph. Before that, I wanted to mark even the points on y-axis. Here, how to take the scale on y-axis. If you observe the number of seats 1, then you will come to know that taking the scale as a 10 is most convenient because different numbers were there. So based on the numbers, we have to choose what is the scale. Sometimes based on the numbers, we have to take scale 100, scale 20, scale 50, which means 1 centimeter is equal to 20, 1 centimeter is equal to 50, 1 centimeter is equal to 100. In this question, I'm taking 1 centimeter is equal to 10. So I'm marking that first on y-axis 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and so on. So on y-axis, what we consider number of seats 1. So that will mention very clearly here. And on x-axis, we are considering political parties. So here, first political party A won 75 seats. So here I am taking 75. So 75 we knew very well. In between 70 and 80, you can find that number. So 75 here, political party A. Whereas political party B, 55. We have to maintain the equal gap between the bars and even equal width as well. So 55, which means between 50 and 60. So we'll get till here. Coming to political party C, it's 37. So 37 means 30 after the seventh line. You know well, on a graph sheet, you'll find it. Here, I'm taking the black sheet as the background, so you cannot find that. But on the graph sheet, you can find it. 30 after seventh line is 37. Similarly, for D, political party D, it's 29. 29 is very close to 30, so just one line behind 30. Whereas political party E is 10 only. And political party F, if you observe again, it is 37. So such a way we'll mention those all. And remember that make sure you have to mention even the frequency on each and every bar. So the first political party A, 175 seats. Political party B, 155. Whereas political party C, if you observe, it is 37. Coming to political party D, it is 29, and political party E, if you see, it got only 10, whereas political party F again 37. So we mentioned political parties on x-axis and number of seats won on y-axis. And after finishing all these, remember, don't forget to write the scale at the top right corner. Here, scale we need only for y-axis because we are taking numbers only on that. So on y-axis, according to our consideration, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 seats. So after finishing all this bar graph, we can understand that political party A got more number of seats when compared to the other. The same thing we'll mention as a conclusion here. So from the graph or from the above graph, we can conclude that, you can mention even that, we can conclude political party A won more number of seats or the maximum seats. What they mentioned is maximum. So we'll let us write the same thing. One maximum seats, that is 75. So this way we can convert the given tabular form into bar graph. Hope you understood this very clearly. Now, in this part, we'll discuss how to convert frequency distribution table into a histogram. So if you observe this data, they gave about 400 neon lamps and their lifetime. How many lamps lifetime is in between 300 and 400? How many lamps lifetime is in between 400 to 500? Like that, they gave about different number of lamps and their lifetime. So whenever we are converting the given tabular form or frequency distribution table into histogram, so firstly, let us draw the graph sheet. So here, this is a histogram. So we have to mention scale on both x-axis and y-axis. By observing the first column lifetime, I feel that 1 centimeter is equal to 100 hours is the best scale to take in this question. So I'm taking, this is 0, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. So 1 centimeter is equal to 100 hours I'm taking on x-axis. So lifetime is considered here. So we'll mention very clearly. So lifetime on x-axis, whereas number of lamps on y-axis. If you see those frequency column, then you will come to know that it is better to take 1 centimeter is equal to 10 lamps is the best scale for this question. So I'm taking in such a way. So here it is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, so on. So on y-axis, number of lamps. So here if you observe the first one, the first and foremost class, if you see 300 to 400, number of lamps are 14. So 300 to 400, wherever it is there, I'll go with the number of lamps as 14. So 10 after the fourth line is that. Now 400 to 500 is 56. So 400 to 500 is 56. So 50 after sixth line, 56. Now 500 to 600, if you see, that is 60. Now 600 to 700, if you observe, that is 86. '86 means 80 after sixth line. On graph sheet, whenever we are plotting, you'll get a clarity. Here, just I'm taking the background black, so you cannot find the lines. But whenever you are plotting on the graph sheet, you'll get a clarity where you have to stop till where you have to take the length of the bar. And then 700 to 800, it is 74. So 70 after fourth line. And you won't find any gap in between the bars. Just here, as I'm mentioning here, you can find a little minute gap in between. Generally, you won't find any gap there. And then if you see 800 to 900, which is a 62. 62, so 60 after the second line, thin line. And finally, 900 to 1000, it is 48. So after finishing all the bars, histogram also consists of bars only. All the bars, we have to mention clearly what is the frequency on each and everything. So first one is 14, next is 56, and then it is 60, followed by 86, and then 74, and next 62, and finally 48. So after writing all these, remember, without fail, we have to write even scale at last top right corner. Scale here, we are taking on x-axis as well as y-axis. So on x-axis, if you see, 1 centimeter is equal to 100 hours. Whereas on y-axis, if you see, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 lamps. So according to our consideration, this is the scale. So this is the way how we can convert the given tabular form or frequency distribution into histogram. So that histogram class scale, it depends on the data given. Hope you understood this. Thank you.